everyone. In this lecture, we'll see a theorem based on Cauchy-Riemann equation in terms of polar form under this complex function. Theorem: Cauchy-Riemann equation in the polar form. Statement: if f of z equal to f of r into e raised to I theta, and we know that z in terms of polar is what here, r into e raised to I theta. So in place of z, replace r into e raised to I theta, and which is also nothing but is going to written as u of r comma theta plus I times v of r comma theta is analytic at a point z. Then there exist four continuous first order partial derivative, that is dou u by dou r, dou u by dou theta, dou v by dou r, dou v by dou theta, and satisfies the equations as dou u by dou r is equal to 1 upon r into dou v by dou theta, and dou v by dou r is equal to minus 1 upon r into dou u by dou theta. So this result we have to prove, or we can write this one as ur is equal to 1 upon r into v theta, and similarly this can be written as Vr is equal to minus 1 upon r u theta. So we'll see the proof and we'll get these results by using this CR equation in terms of polar. So proof: so what result we have written here. So these are known as Cauchy-Riemann equation in terms of polar form, and we'll go for the proof. Let f of z be analytic at a point z is equal to r into e raised to I theta, and hence by definition of derivative, that is f dash of z is equal to limit as delta z tends to 0 f of z plus delta z minus f of z divided by delta z exist, and it's unique. So referring to this, and we can observe here delta z is a small increment in z. So now in polar form f of z is given by u into r comma theta plus I times v into r comma theta. So once we get this, so this is f of z function. This f of z you can replace in this above, and to write this f of z plus delta z, we need to take increments in r and theta. So increment in r is r plus delta r, and increment in theta is what here, theta plus delta theta. So that we'll consider here. So let delta z be the increment in z corresponding to the increments, that is delta r comma delta theta in r and theta form. Okay, so if delta z is an increment, then we can write in terms of z, then we can write delta r in terms of r and delta theta in terms of theta, so that the above expression will become, so this expression will become f dash of z equal to limit delta z tends to 0. So in place of f of z plus delta z, we will write u of r theta plus I times v of r theta in terms of increment. That is, it will become u of r plus delta r comma theta plus delta theta plus I times v of r plus delta r comma theta plus delta theta minus f of z. Minus f of z will be what here? It is u of r comma theta v of, sorry, u of r comma theta plus I times v of r comma theta, close the proper brackets, divided by delta z. So this above expression will become, using this form we can write this increments. So on arrangement, for real part one side and imaginary part one side, we will get it as, that is, f dash of z is equal to limit delta z tends to 0. So real part, if you arrange, it is u into r plus delta r comma theta plus delta theta minus real part u of r comma theta divided by delta z plus iv times r comma, so here this is r theta r plus delta theta, here it is. So here you see that here it is u of r plus delta r comma theta plus delta theta plus I times v of r plus delta r comma theta plus delta theta minus u of r comma theta plus I times v of r comma theta. So real part is u of r plus delta r comma theta plus delta theta I have taken, minus u of r plus r comma theta, this is the real part. So so plus iv and plus iv, so it will become plus I times v of I, you take common, I we take common, so it will become limit as delta z tends to 0. So it will become v of r plus delta r comma theta plus delta theta. So minus into plus, it will become minus v of r comma theta. Fine. So this we have arranged. So for this I will give as equation number 1. Okay, we'll consider this as equation number 1. Now, so once we get, so we'll go for the conditions here. So consider z is equal to r into e raised to I theta. So here, since z is a function of what here, r and theta, so then its partial derivatives or derivatives will be, so function of r and theta, so we have to go for partial derivative here. So delta z will become, so we need to go for partial derivative, that is product formula. So we'll keep so here on derivative, so we'll keep here e raised to I theta as it is. Partial derivative of r will become delta r, I will take it here, so just you have to remember the way how to represent, plus we'll keep I, so on we'll keep r as it is actually. Okay, so derivative of e raised to I theta will be I times e raised to I theta into delta theta. So this is very important, so you have to remember. So we have applied product formula in terms of delta here. So since here delta tends to 0, since delta z tends to 0, so we have following two possibilities. That is, two cases we'll get. So case number 1, two cases means when delta z tends to 0, so either we can say, consider that delta r will be 0 or delta theta will be 0. So case number 1, so we'll consider let delta theta is 0, so that delta z will become, if delta theta equal to 0, so delta z will become e raised to I theta into delta r. If delta theta will become 0, so this complete part will become 0, so delta z is equal to e raised to I theta into delta r. So therefore on simplification, and also, so as delta z tends to 0, which implies what happens here, delta r also will become out here 0. So therefore these conditions will apply in our equation number 1. So what happens to equation number 1, we'll see. So what happens here, so delta theta, so wherever delta theta is there, we'll put 0 delta theta, and delta r will become out here, as delta z tends to 0, we'll replace wherever delta z is there, we'll replace I theta e raised to I theta into delta r, and delta z, wherever delta z tends to 0 is there, we'll replace delta r tends to 0. So therefore equation 1 becomes, f dash of z equal to limit delta r tends to 0 u of r plus delta r as it is, comma, so theta plus delta theta, so theta plus 0, it will become theta only here, only theta, minus this u of r comma theta as it is, divided by, in place of delta z we have to write delta r tends to so in place of delta z it will be what here, I e raised to I theta into delta r, e raised to I theta into delta r, plus I times limit delta r tends to 0, in place of delta z delta r tends to 0, so v into r plus delta r, comma, theta plus delta theta, only theta, minus v of r comma theta divided by e raised to I theta into delta r. So this I had done by using what here, equation number 1. So u into r plus delta r will keep as it is, theta plus 0 will be theta, so this minus u of r comma theta as it is, delta z will be replaced by what here, so this e raised to I theta into delta r, and similarly the second term also. So we got this, and on rearrangement, first we'll go for the rearrangement. So you can see that, so 1 upon e raised to I theta and 1 upon e raised to I theta, so we'll keep outside. If you keep outside that, if you take common, and we'll write, so limit u of r plus delta r comma theta minus u of r comma theta divided by delta r, as delta r tends to 0, will become f dash of 0 is 1 upon e raised to I theta will keep as it is. So this, leaving this 1 upon e raised to I theta, the remaining part will become dou u by dou r, plus I times, leaving 1 upon e raised to I theta, so limit of v into r plus delta r comma theta minus v of r comma theta divided by delta r, as delta r tends to 0, will become dou v by dou r, or f dash of z we can rewrite it as, so 1 upon e raised to I theta is common, e raised to I theta common, So it is dou u by dou r plus I times dou v by dou r, and we'll consider this as equation number 2. So this is equation number 2. So from case number 1 we got equation number 2, and similarly we'll go for the case number 3 now. Sorry, question number 2 now. So case number 2, let delta r is equal to 0, so if you put delta r is equal to 0 in this above expression, if you put delta r is equal to 0 in this expression, we get delta z is equal to I times r e raised to I theta into delta theta. So we get what here? Delta z will be I times r e raised to I theta into delta theta, and as delta z tends to 0, so at that time here it will become what here? Delta theta is also 0. So therefore by using these all, equation 1 becomes f dash of z is equal to limit delta theta tends to 0 now, u of r plus 0, that is r, theta plus delta theta as it is, minus u of r comma theta divided by delta z will be replaced by I r e raised to I theta into delta theta plus I times limit delta theta tends to 0, v of r plus 0, that is r, theta plus delta theta minus v of r comma theta divided by I r e raised to I theta into delta theta. Now as we know that 1 upon r we have to, but 1 upon I is nothing but I divided by I square, that is nothing but minus I. We have to remember this, already we have seen. So therefore the above expression will become what here? So 1 upon, I will rewrite this one, and the common thing will take it out. So common thing is 1 upon I, so this I and I cancel, 1 upon r e raised to I theta is common, 1 upon r e raised to I theta is common. So left part is limit delta theta tends to 0. So this 1 upon I will nothing but minus I. So I will write here minus I before u of r comma theta plus delta theta minus u of r comma theta whole divided by only delta theta, because r e raised to I theta I had taken already out, plus here I cancels, limit delta theta tends to 0, v of r comma theta plus delta theta minus v of r comma theta divided by delta theta. So which is nothing but 1 upon r e raised to I theta. So this part will be considered as minus on partial derivative. If you apply, it will be dou u by dou theta minus I times plus, so this is dou v by dou theta. So or again we will go for the arrangement here. F dash of z is equal to, push this 1 by r inside and rearrange the positive time first, second, then second, and 1 upon e raised to I theta I will write e raised to minus I theta, push this 1 upon r inside and write positive term first. So 1 upon r dou v by dou theta minus I times 1 upon r into dou u by dou theta. Or we can rearrange for this, or else we can this will consider as our equation number 3. So again, equation number 2 and 3 left hand side are same. So on equating 2 and 3, so what happens here? So right hand side of 2 is, e raised to I theta into dou u by dou r plus I times dou v by dou r, right hand side of 2, and right hand side of 3 is, you can see here, it is e raised to minus I theta 1 upon r into dou v by dou theta minus I into 1 upon r into dou u by dou theta. So you can find, so left hand side of 2, right hand side of 2 and right hand side of 3 we have equated. So here, so right hand side of 2 is nothing but, actually it is 1 upon e raised to I theta into dou u by dou r plus I times dou u by dou r. So it is 1 upon e raised to I theta. So I can write it this one 1 upon e raised to I theta also as e raised to minus I theta. So it will become, so while writing it is actually, it is minus times I. So therefore this e raised to minus I theta, e raised to minus I theta cancels. So on equating, this is real part, imaginary part, imaginary part. So on equating a real and imaginary part, so real part is, this is the real part, that is dou u by dou r is equal to 1 upon r into dou v by dou theta, and imaginary part, so second parts leaving this I, so dou v by dou r, that is coefficient of I is dou v by dou r in the left hand side, and right hand side coefficient of I is out here minus 1 upon r into dou v upon, so dou u upon dou theta. So this is the polar form of this CR equation, or this may be written as UR is equal to 1 upon R into V theta, and this is dou V by dou R can be written as what here, VR is equal to minus 1 upon R into U theta. Or one more relation also you can make it here for this CR. So cross multiply this R to the left hand side, R UR is equal to V theta. So these are the possible results from this, and cross multiply this, so R VR is equal to minus U theta. So this is what here the CR equations in terms of polar form. F of z is equal to u of r comma theta plus I times v of r comma theta, or it is also nothing but, you can say that it is f of r into e raised to I theta also. Okay, so in this way we need to see the proof of CR equation in terms of polar form.